Hunger. Real hunger leads to revolution. Hashtag emergency relief is trending on Twitter right now. Here's what Americans are saying. Listen up, people. The photo is not from Venezuela, it's from America. The government used Red Scare to say food bank lines were the future if we went socialist. Well, what's their excuse now? The picture was taken in Pennsylvania. We need emergency relief. People are starving and getting evicted. The weather is only getting colder across the country. We need another people's stimulus so people don't die. It doesn't seem real in the United States, but it is. There is no real aid to people suffering due to the inactions of the U.S. government. Provide emergency relief. It's appalling to watch elected officials doing nothing as actual breadlines of tens of millions starving Americans have to beg in. We need to have bold relief. It's time for emergency relief now, DNC, GOP. You've already taken care of yourselves and the rich corporations. You must take care of the people you're supposed to be serving. And we need more than another measly $1,200. People are starving. Demand that Congress grants us emergency relief. How many lives have to be ruined before we get some emergency relief? Call your representatives and senators and demand them to work for us. We need emergency relief now. Americans are starving, and our government has done absolutely nothing to help us apart from one meaningless $1,200 check. In the richest economy in history, it shouldn't be hard to give every citizen $2,000 a month until this ends. I'm calling for a Christmas Senate campout. They can't pass a stimulus to save our holidays while they sit at home and hurt for nothing, while we suffer and cancel our holidays. Camp out at their house, ruin their holiday. At the same time they approved $1,200 stimulus, they poured $2 trillion to wealthy people, corporations. And to add insult to injury, the Treasury Secretary won't even reveal who received the money. Remarkable how the wealthiest nation in the world can make $740.5 billion magically appear for the defense industry, but everyone else has to beg and plead for a pittance during a pandemic. It's hard enough that 12.6 million people in our country are currently unemployed. 54 million are food insecure, and over 550,000 are homeless. These are the people struggling the most right now. We need Congress to pass an emergency relief stimulus. Call your senators and representatives. Food bank lines are only going to get worse if the government continues to do nothing. Demand emergency relief from your representatives. Our government has continued to let us down. It's a disgrace. People are dying, losing their homes. They can't afford food. The Senate needs to stop playing games and pass a comprehensive bill to help Americans, not corporations. Everyone is suffering, except the rich. How many people are going to end up living on the streets like we had to? Food and rent insecurity is real. We need emergency relief now. We bailed out the banks with $700 billion. We bailed out the automakers with $80 billion. We bailed out the airlines with $50 billion. What we got? $1,200 in our own taxpayer money. Zero ownership stake in banks, automakers, and airlines in exchange for our tax money. Narrator's note. You know the storm that the cult always talks about? The storm is coming. Get ready for the storm. The storm is here, and its name is hunger. This is Nancy Morgan Hart.